Hello, good morning. Welcome back to Monday Kick of the Pants. Angela Fallon here, bringing you a gentle push each week to help you level up in your life, fill you with a dose of Monday motivation, and provide you tips to accelerate your success in your career and in life. All right. Happy to see you all today again, every Monday. Love to see you guys in here. It's always enjoyable to bring this content to you all. Each week, it really is a joy to serve you all and bring you this information regularly. So last week we started off talking about having a stuck mindset. Like I said, many people have mentioned to me recently that they're struggling with their personal mindset with many different things, and I think a lot of people are right now. Again, we've been in survival mode for 3 freaking years, and trying to dig out of it. And what's next? How do we get over the fatigue and everything else? Last week we talked about taking a pause and seeing if there's a way to find a different exit. And I told you guys the story about getting getting stuck in a couple of places, and how I kind of panicked. And looking back, working through some things, I think it's helped me find a different way to do things whenever I feel like I'm getting stuck. Today, what I really want to talk about is to focus on action. I really want you all to think about what is the tiniest step you can take today. So if you're really focused on a long term goal, and how do you get there? Like, you can see the goal in front of you and what you want to do, but you can't see how you get there yet. I would just want you to think about taking the tiniest step today. What's the next little step you can accomplish today? It's only like a 1% increase in what you're doing. Because when you think about that, if you do 1% more today than you did yesterday, and you continue to do that, that 1% compounds over the year. It compounds as long as you keep doing it. So every day, try to make a 1% change in what you're doing towards what your ultimate goal is. Think action focused. What can you do today that is actionable? Not something you're thinking through. What is the action you're going to take? Maybe I'm going to write a new letter or a new email to all of my email subscribers, to encourage them. Maybe I'm going to start writing 10 pages a day for my next book. What are the actions you can take today? And it doesn't don't force yourself into this huge goal of, I'm going to go write my whole book today, or I'm going to write the whole chapter today. Think about writing like 1 or 2 pages today. Understand? So 1% change and action focus, because every decision you make compounds over the year. And I know I already said that, but think about it this way. If you eat vegetables every day versus eating fast food every day, think about the change that it makes. You either enable or erode your success with little actions you take every day. James Clear talks a lot about this in the book called Atomic Habits. If you haven't read it, I highly recommend you read it. You can find it on Audible, and you can actually listen to it in about a day. I've listened to it multiple times over. I think it's about 5 or 6 hours long, but I listen to every book, most books, on 1.5 speed. Some of them I listen to a little faster, sometimes a little slower. It just depends on how fast they're reading. But I still listen to them fairly fast. And I've read Atomic Habits multiple times on a Sunday when I'm doing, 5, 6 loads of laundry. I don't do 5, 6 loads of laundry anymore. All of the kids and my husband are completely capable of doing that themselves. But you get what I'm saying. Like, if I was outside for a couple of hours working on the yard or washing windows or whatever it is, I can read a book in a day. And you can too. And this one especially. And it's got great information. Or force yourself to read a chapter a day. It may take you 30 minutes. Or less. And who doesn't have 30 minutes? If you can't find 30 minutes in your time, in your schedule for the day, you've got bigger problems. So think about that, though. Whether you eat vegetables every day, not for necessarily for every meal, but if you fit in more vegetables now than what you have, more vegetables tomorrow than what you had today, it will increase your health moving forward. Obviously, depending on what you may be allergic to or something, but versus eating fast food for a meal every day, it will dramatically change your trajectory on whether or not you will be healthy, or whether or not you will erode your health. So think about that: either enable or erode your health. or your success with the choices you make daily. This is something I teach a lot of my coaching clients whenever they say, how do you do all of these things? And I say, well, I have implemented little habits along the way and then I build on them. And that's how I've built a schedule. My calendar is, I mean, it's taken me a little while to put it all together, but over the years, but I will sit on Sunday and spend less than 30 minutes taking a look at what I need to alter for the week on what I have going. And I will go take a look at what are some things that are unique to this week that aren't normally on my calendar. For instance, my kids have like awards ceremonies, and we have this event going to a new school. Two of my boys are promoting from one school to the next, elementary to intermediate, and middle school to high school. So we have a bunch of like after school events that we don't normally have. So checking my calendar, which I keep updated really well, I know what's on my schedule for the week and I know what to expect and how to alter my work for the week to meet the priorities I want of spending time with my kids. So, but think about that. I have built my calendar and my system of how I hold my schedule and calendar around what I've been doing for years. I've been building it the way it makes sense to me with color coding and things like that around what I've done, and I've built up my skill for it every year. I improve or have more detail based on something new I learn every year. You could do the same thing. And that's how I stay organized. My kids and husband have no idea how I keep up with everything. It's because everything's on my freaking calendar. Everything is. And I carry that one phone with me all the time. So I don't have to remember that I have 8 things to do this week that are after school. It's on my calendar, and my calendar will remind me when I have an alert for it. Same thing. I don't memorize whenever my hair appointments are or when I go pick up dry cleaning because it's all on my calendar. That's one habit. And I say it's kind of a grouping of habits that I have because it's something that I've been doing for a long time. And again, I improve on it every week, every month, every year. But that's something that I use to enable my success and to increase my success every year. You could do the same thing. I used food as one example. I'm using time management now as another, but think about what you can do today. What is one tiny action you can take today to compound your success through the rest of the year, through the rest of your life? So think about that. Okay. So I'd really love to hear from you guys, your thoughts on last week, on how to pause and, maybe look for a different way out, or today on what the tiniest step you're going to start taking today to improve your success for the year. And again, that may be health, it may be at work, it may be in relationships, it may be in your spirituality, whatever it is. I would love to hear what that tiniest step is that you're going to take. Okay. I hope this was valuable for you all. I hope you're enjoying them. It's funny how I hear from you guys. I'll run into someone I haven't seen in a while and they're like, oh my gosh, I watch your Monday Kick in the Pants every Monday. I really appreciate that. I would also love it if you guys would like or comment or subscribe on YouTube. That would be awesome for me. I hope you guys are having a great Monday. I hope you're having an excellent week as well. If you are like my family, we are in a place where we're wrapping things up for the year. We have less than 3 weeks left. It's kind of bittersweet. It's really exciting because we're going to have summer coming up. Summer's always busy, and it just means one more year of school under our belts, and our boys are closer to leaving the nest. So it's, bittersweet all the time, but I hope you guys have a great week. Don't forget that if you're feeling overwhelmed or behind, just remember that you're in the right place and it's the right time. All right. Y'all take care.